Hey guys, it's DG, and I just recently got familiar with the game Anno 2070. I know this game has not been out for the longest time, but for those of you who haven't gotten it yet and want to know what it's pretty much about, then I'm gonna show you. And I'm just gonna do an basic, easy game.
Configuration
And
of
yeah, what I like about this game is how they set up their backstory, like a catastrophic raise in sea level through the Hudson River, the Mississippi River, and then like Spain is a big island, and a lot of South America is split up, and Africa is like flooding. And so like a lot of places in the Atlantic or wherever have been set as like just a bunch of little islands or something, and that's where you are in this game. And this game is like, it's like SimCity and StarCraft had a baby, and it's not quite as detailed as SimCity, but it has the warlike and funness, whatever, of StarCraft. So what you do is like you start out with a little place called a warehouse, and that keeps all your goods and storage and stuff like that. And it sets up a little industrial area that you can put industrial buildings at, and then you also have an arc. That's basically your command and control center. You can't destroy them, I don't think.
How may I help you?
You might be able to actually. But anyways, I'm not going to be getting into war this video. So how to start out, you place a city center. It puts a residential area, not like the warehouse with an industrial area, but just a residential area. You can put houses and stuff. And so you can put, you put roads around it so that you can put houses near it, because if you don't put a road around it, then citizens will get mad. The more houses you have, the more income you'll be getting. I bet you didn't have to watch this video to figure that one out, but oh well. And every time you build a house, it uses these things called building modules, and what you do, you can just build a depot to make another industrial area or something like that. And what it does, you have to place these things called basalt extractors, and it creates these things called granules, and then they get taken to this thing called a smelter, and it smelts all the granules into building modules. And you have to put roads around it so that all the granules or whatever can get
Command
to
ship
the
ready
smelter.
to go. Navigation
And then
systems
you have to
online.
build production areas for each of the basalt extractors, so that they'll start mining granules, and then they'll be sent to the depot, or if it's in this one's industrial area, then it'll be sent to the warehouse, and then a truck from the smelter will come and get the stuff from the warehouse or the depot and bring it to the smelter, and then it'll start making building modules. It has the same procedure for making other stuff like tools, except you have to make mines, one iron and one coal, and but there are longer processes, like you have to make metal, and then it'll take it to some other place to make a different material, then finally to like a tools factory where it has all the materials that it needs, and then it'll start making tools. But I'm not going to be getting into that because that's a lot further in, well, not too much further into the game, but I just don't have that much population. And they also need food so that they can stay happy and fed, and they won't leave. But yeah, the more population you have, the more buildings you'll be able to unlock. I'm gonna try to get to 100 population if I have enough building modules, which I do not. And then tea plantations, that is for drinks. If you look at like one of this area, then
What should I say? I'm doing great.
they're doing fine. Community, that means that they're by a city center. And then drinks, that's where you get tea from. And activity, it's another thing, like you use a concert hall. It's like a little building that plays music or something like that, and it keeps them occupied with activities. And once they get all these things completely filled up and satisfied, then they can upgrade to a next class citizen, like eco workers can upgrade to eco employees, which will unlock more buildings and bigger taxation. But yeah, personally I recommend this game because
I am at your
I just
service.
think that it's city building mixed with war strategy was good, and I like
Command ship ready to go.
their
Navigation
combat.
system. Command ship ready to go. Please
like how
board.
you can just send a bunch of little bitty
Communication.
gunboats at whoever you're at war with, and they'll just fight with their little machine guns. Right now, you only start out with a little bitty warship, Northburg, and you can set them up in patrol areas, like go over here, then go over there, then go over there, or over there, wherever you want, and he'll just keep going in that diamond shape until you tell him to go somewhere else or
New
explore.
island coordinates acquired.
And then if you find other islands, then you can just you can send a boat with some materials over there to colonize it. And yeah, eventually, like, you can build dams and stuff, or you can build like communication devices, but that requires like nanochips and stuff, and just a big process. But personally, I think this game is really fun and I recommend it. So like and subscribe.